Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quiver Podcast. Today, I am joined by Brian, Vic, and Miguel. And today, we'll be talking about a lot of things, actually. So stay tuned for a great episode for today. We'll be talking about the UAP finals, a preview of the UAP finals. We're going to talk about the NCAA finals as well, what's happening there, and how Mapua stole the game from us. Kasi they had 13 steals. That's not really good. Um, we have other topics for discussion as well. Specifically, we'll talk about the situation with Araneta and the other noise that's ongoing with us. With this, we want to remind everyone that we have an ongoing promo with Ibarra. So Ibarra is very kindly sponsoring one watch that we will give out to a lucky subscriber. So to make sure that you can win this watch, please subscribe to both the Quiver on YouTube. We need to hit 1,000 subscribers before we can give out the watch. And also to Ibarra watches, they need to hit 10,000 followers for a chance to win this. So what watch are we giving away? We're giving away the Ibarra Trofeo Green Premium Quartz watch. Fantastic. It's a dress watch that blends time, elegance, and contemporary style. Maganda siya. Search it on the website. It's Lasal Green. So, maganda naman siya. So, it's exclusively available in the DLSAA office, and part of every purchase of this watch goes to the DLSAA Scholarship Fund in support of our student athletes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about how the Green Archers are looking heading into the finals. We had a big, comfortable win against Adamson last weekend, but now everyone expected this. LaSalle UP finals. Vic, how are the Green Archers looking like heading into the finals?
Uh, Based from our Final Four performance, I think we're looking good. But still, ano eh, finals is another chapter. Um, UP is a strong team. They like to run. I think we still need to clean those turnovers up. Ako nandun pa rin yung focus ko. We can't play sloppy basketball against them kasi yun yung gustong-gusto ng UP. Defense, get that ball running up and down the floor, easy baskets, and di mo alam, tamba ka na ng 20. So, yun yung ano ko. It's good that, kumbaga, yung rust factor, although yung rust factor sa Adamson game andon, kita natin yung start first quarter. But then, nung tumagal-tagal naman siya, I think we showed our true form, and Kevin didn't even need to work hard as much in order to get that win on Adamson. So ano pa rin, kaya ko sinasabing looking good, but we still need to keep tabs on what we can work on kasi it's a whole new different game. We still need to adjust. Wala si Earl. So it's good that we see minutes from kay Matt Rubico, no? So we still need to see good minutes from probably kay Rubico, kay Dungo, kay Voris. We need those guys to step up in the absence nga ni Earl na we won't get to see until ano na siguro next year na siguro natin siya may kita maglaro. So yun, that's all.
All right. Thanks for that, Vic. Ikaw, Miguel, how do you view this entire situation of the Green Archers heading into the finals? But just when I say that, Miguel gets disconnected. So, uunahin na kita, Brian, on this.
Sige. We are a good shooting team. I think yun yung napansin nating positive this season. More often than not, we hit our shots when we have to hit our shots. Nung Adamson game, it worked again. Naalala ko na naman while we were in cruise control against Adamson, sinabi ko nung preview na hindi na naman siguro natin tatambakan tong Adamson. But then, nangyari na naman na tinambakan na naman tong Adamson. So sabi ko, do we really just look good against this team? Can we just play them every game? Parang ganyan. Kasi may yun din, minawala din sa kanila dalawang players that I think could have helped either in offense or defense. So, we can't control those. Yan din yung linya ng UP sa atin in our meetings this season. Ang iniisip ko na lang na, yun, nabanggit ni Vic yung turnovers. Free throws is also a bit of a concern, but we were just around our average in the Adamson game. Overall, we can say that defense is the big calling card we should have sa finals kasi pinakita natin yun in the fourth quarter of Game 3 last season. We made it tough for UP to score and then we just racked up enough points through Evan and Kevin to get us the win in the fourth. So, kung hindi dahil sa defense, even if Evan and Kevin converted their shots, wala rin kasi ma-maintain pa din ng UP yung lamang nila that time. So, I think the good shooting, obviously, that's our offense. And then the defense is yung ang dami nating schemes na pwede i-employ. But what I like the most about our team going into this final series with UP is nababawasan natin yung perimeter points ng kalaban. And also yung nawawalan sila ng tendency to create off assists. So usually namamatay tayo sa defense pag maganda yung isolation schemes to one or two players. But given what we saw, round 1 si Alarcon yung mainit, round 2 si Kagulangan, I think we can live basta isa lang sa kanila yung gumawa. So yeah, something we can hope to see if we are to defend the title.
Ikaw, Miguel, like, on a last note here, what do you think the Green Archers would look like going into this finals? As someone na galing sa bundok, di ba? So, kwento mo naman sa atin, ano yung mga point of view mo dito sa Green Archers natin coming into the finals? And how do you feel about it?
Basta connection, okay naman.
Okay naman.
Kala ko, pang bundok pa rin yung connection ko eh. Pero gaya na sabi ni Vic kanina eh, di ba? Si Kevin didn't have to work that hard for that game. And yet, nag-best player of the game pa rin siya. So, hindi pa siya nag-work hard pala sa lagay na yun. Ano? It was the first time that I saw a live game. And iba ang energy. It's reminiscent of the energy of when I was back in college. Not so long ago. Nung nagpapapanalo tayo ng sunod-sunod. So, yung iba yung suporta ng community ngayon dito sa ano na to. May narinig pa ang balita, tumaas daw yung enrollment pagkatapos nag-champion last year. Ewan ko, totoo yun. Pero, ano? Yeah. So, para yung kahit may na-injure na, well, he matters a lot. No? May mga nag-i-step up. And kita mo naman dun sa huling laro against Adams. Tsaka sino ibonot mo, may maiko-contribute yun. Kahit yung isa si AK-47, no? Kapapasok pa lang, boom. Parang nag-itcha lang ng buko. Eh. Pasok ka agad yung, ano niya, sila isa, si Rubico, sila, lahat na, halos lahat may na-contribute nung, ano eh. So, I'm excited about, coming into the finals.
Yeah. Good. So Miguel, I think since hindi ka nasa bundok dati, nagpa-finals tayo nung bundok ka, di na tayo nag-finals. So thank you for being back from the bundok, okay?
I'm so back.
Now, speaking of bundok, how are the UP Fighting Maroons heading into the finals? Ikaw, so Chucks, tuloy mo pa rin to. So
Paiba-iba pangalan ko sa show na to. Nalilit.
So yeah,
nalilit
tuloy mo na.
Baka gusto mo akong tawagin bro Chucks.
Hindi, ibang tao.
Iba yan. Mas gwapo yun.
Oo, hindi ko yun eh. Okay. So how are the UP Fighting Maroons headed into the finals? May napanood ka na bang laro ng UP?
Sa TV. Oo. Tsaka,
so, kamusta naman sila?
Bumaba ako ng bundok. Ito naman, para wala naman ako ng huling episode, yun yung Lasal UP game. yung aking pagbabalik eh, di ba? Oo, napanood ko yun. Eh, sabi ko, yun na yun. Hindi. O baka sabi, ito lang gusto kong ano dyan, no? Gusto ko, kompleto sila. Para wala nang masabi na, ay, wala si ganito eh, wala si ganyan eh. Mamaya may magka-LBM pa dyan, o chicken pox dyan, ha? Kompleto nyo yan. Para ano, kompleto kayo, kami, bawas kami na isa, ha? Partida kayo.
Yeah. Okay, yun. So yun.
Excuse me.
So that's what that's what Miguel wants. Yan na kompleto yung UP. How about you, Brian? What are you looking at from a UP Fighting Maroon standpoint?
Um, tingin ko kailangan talaga maganda shooting ng players nila. Kasi pag walamig to begin with, wala na silang plan B or plan C na nakikita ko. Parang the way they play, they really rely on the running and the hot shooting. And sa party QMB, it's more about cleaning up or finding a mismatch sa offensive sets nila. Pag nagkakaroon ng maraming switch, tapos mahanap siya ni Felicildo or ni Kagulangan, I think that's where he is most effective when it comes to converting. Francis Lopez, it if he comes into this game na may giggle, I would like our chances. Pero kung composed lang siya or calm, then maybe he could be the ace for them. Kasi last game, I think, kahit i-deny niya, kita sa actions niya na he took it really personally. As in, kung i-deny niya, he can do that all he wants, diba? But actions speak louder than words, and 4 fouls. Tapos yung sinabi niya pa dun sa fourth foul, sabi niya sa refs, the refs should review that or should not call that. Parang ako, kung ganun gagawin niya dahil lang pang-apat mo na yun, parang may special treatment na siya. That's immaturity if ipopolice natin yun. But for me, if ganun ulit siya, I wouldn't mind. I think the UP community as well, some of them are hoping for him to improve. Parang naalala ko, sabi nila, kailangan niya ng counseling. Sa kanila na galing yun, hindi naman sa atin. Sa atin, okay lang. Tuloy lang niyan. Walang problema sa akin. Pero yun, kasi nakikita ko right now, nabe-bail out sila ng guards nila. Particularly ni Maymay. The FU game, he hit a big shot. In the Final Four game against UST, he also hit a big shot. Actually, in the LaSalle game, in the second round, he was hitting the shots. Problema siya lang. The others were silent. Like si Abadiano was silent, Alarcon was silent. And we have to credit the way we defend those players kasi hindi sila tahimik lang for dahil lang wala silang magagawa eh. They were given opportunities to score or to make baskets at times ganyan. Pero and they were also trying for their part. Kaso yun nga, they found the defense frustrating, and then they couldn't really convert. So ito, yun, ang maganda na kompleto na sila now, I hope. Baka mamaya magdahilan nga sila, sabi ni ni Miguel /Achax, baka sabihin nila, uy, si Sean Alter, may date with Thea Gagate, di siya makalaro. Yung mga tipong ganyan, baka may excuses ulit sila. Hindi sila kompleto. But for us, I think personally, we are ready for this UP team. But also, we have to say that it's not going to be an easy game against them. They will have that chip on their shoulder, eh. And obviously, they don't want that back-to-back finalist na runner-up na asar natin na nakahanda should we make that happen, diba? And tayo rin naman, I mean, ayaw din natin ng ganyan kung tayo nasa posisyon nila. So, I expect them to come hungrier, and I think that's something that hindi dapat madala yung team natin. We should hindi dapat match their energy eh. We should really set the tone more against this team. Kasi pag hinayaan natin sila yung mag-set ng tone, I see trouble at least in game 1.
All right. Thanks for that, Brian. Before I go to Vic, I just want to say something. And maybe, Vic, I want to get your opinion on this matter as well. But of course, we're talking about UP as well right now is sana JD Kagulangan shows up and not Maymay. Kasi last game, minaymay niya tayo eh. So, yun yung point of view ko ngayon. Pero ikaw, Vic, what do you want to say about that?
Ano naman eh, it's a given na si Maymay ang heart and soul talaga ng UP offense, no? Kasi on defense, I do believe uh, their defense goes where QMB and Francis Lopez goes eh. Yun yung ano nila. Those two guys are yun yung tingin ko nagdi-dictate ng tempo sa defense ng UP is their front line din naman kahit pa paano. But sa offense, it's really Maymay. Si Maymay yung didirect, nagdidikta, nagsaset ng plays. He does everything for them on offense. And siguro kailangan ko i-bring up din dito, but I don't want to praise that much. Baka biglang si Janjan Pelisilda biglang mag-breakout game. So ayoko masyadong i-criticize masyado. Baka mamaya biglang gumanda yung laro eh. Biglang ma-inspire eh. But yun, yung ano niya, that's for me, yun yung ano niya, may drop sa laro ni Felicilda from last season to this season. Last year, he was just impeccable, very impeccable guard. It really allowed Coach Gold to rest si Maymay at times, although alam naman natin si Maymay galing injury. So, but then medyo iba yung laro ni Felicilda from last season to this season. I think factor yon. If Felicilda plays well, I think medyo mahihirapan din tayo since they will have the luxury of point guards coming off the bench na that can push the pace and control the tempo on offense. But overall, if I'm a UP fan, biases aside, ang concern ko lang is that kahit yung mga remaining games, including the Final Four game, they needed some heroics to win. With that deep of a lineup na meron si UP, parang for example, like ako, if I'm a UP fan, tanong ko sa sarili ko, di ko ma-dominate si UST, di ko ma-dominate si FEU. Even si UE, hindi ko rin ma-dominate si UE. Kailangan ko ng fourth quarter. I mean, tsaka si ano, yung ano ba, 33 points ni Harold against FEU or UE? UE. Okay, so yun. So, di ba? So, parang every game, kailangan mo ng heroic performance which will make you think na aasa ka at some point na sana sa finals lahat sila sabay-sabay puputok. So that's what we don't want to happen. So I think yung and agree ako with Brian as well kanina na sana wag madala yung team with our elimination round performances na sabihin natin na ito yung nangyari ng elimination round, that's what will happen in the finals because 200% it's not the case. So, yun yung ano doon. Those are the things na ano. Siguro wag lang natin from a point of view ng UP fan, yun yung worries ko na we can't dominate a game with the type of talent and depth that we have on our roster. Kailangan lagi natin ng closeouts. But on the bright side of it, siguro kung ano naman ako, UP fan din ako, pwedeng yung perspective ko is just keep the game close against Lasal. May tingin natin baka at some point maratel sila because we know how to close out games. Yun yung isang bright side na pwede kong tignan if I'm a UP fan. Yun yung pwede ko naman tignan na uh, batak kami sa close games. Kaya pag binigyan mo kami ng close game, alam namin what to do. Yun yung isa namang, that's the other end of the book. But on the other end, syempre, merong worry na ang dami namin magagaling na players, hindi kami maka-dominate ng laro.
All right, thanks for that, Vic. Now, you talked quite extensively about all the players that UP has at their disposal. Yun nga, like one of the things that's been common, like among the UP crowd, was saying that Alarcon is not shooting as much, etc. And thank you for talking about that. But this feels like a different finals compared to last year. So, Chucks, Miguel, di ko muna kita kakausapin about last year's finals since sa bundok ka. Okay lang yan. But I'll go back to you, Vic. Ikaw muna, Vic. Like, how different is this finals versus last year's finals, at least in your book?
Siguro pinagkaiba last year, um, last year parang meron pa tayong kapaan stage with Coach Topex eh. Parang we have a good lineup pero hindi pa natin alam ano yung tamang timpla. Yun yung that's why alam naman natin yung kwento natin last year, 'di ba? We ended up 4-3 tayo first round, 'di ba? We ended up at 4-3 and then we swept the second round kasi naghahanap pa nga tayo ng tamang timpla eh, until we got into the final. Siguro surprising lang for me this year is that so far and I'm keeping my fingers crossed na sana itong finals walang effect. Kasi I was expecting na we'll miss Jonel Policarpio that much kasi ang laking bagay niya talaga, especially yung pinakita niya nung D-League, itong past D-League, sabi ko grabe, parang you have a legit pampalit kay Kevin in case Kevin needs a rest. Meron kang legit na papasok na Jonel Policarpio that can bring that same productivity in you. So ako, apart from the point guard, 'di ba lahat naman tayo point guard yung worry natin nung at the start of the season eh. Sa akin, I also consider sinong papalit sa role ni Jonel kasi it would have given us further, paano ba to? Hindi ko alam kung tamang sabihin na room for error or room for mistakes kasi nga andyan si Jonel eh. So yun yung ano ko na sana it will not haunt us in the finals kasi so far ang ganda ng pinapakita natin kahit we miss Jonel. Yun yung ano ko lang na yun yung mga isang ano siguro differences from kasi yun yung isa sa mga what could have been for me na what if kung andyan si Jonel, isang factor din yun na bakit iba yung finals. Another thing siguro was or is pala rather iba yung itsura ng UP ng Malik Jupe sa itsura ng UP with UMB. Ibang-iba. Ibang-iba in the sense na I find it na iba yung movement sa ball screens ni Malik and ni QMB. I'm not saying na mas mababa yung level ng isa sa isa, no. It's not like that. It's more of iba yung style. Yun yung ano ko, iba yung style ni QMB how he approaches ball screens as compared to Malik how he approaches ball screens, not to take away the fact na mas maliksi si Malik compared kay QMB. So yun yung isang factor din doon. So that's why yun yung nagbibigay sa akin ng different feels for this finals. Tapos yun nga isa pa, we have different, pwede natin sabihin na mas paiba-iba yung ikot ng tao natin ngayon compared last year na medyo alam mo kung sino yung mga susunod, sino yung mga off the bench eh. Kasi it's a given na nag-iiba-iba tayo ng starters depende sa matchups. But those people coming off the bench, mas may idea ka last season compared to this season na sino kaya? Si Doy kaya bubunutin? Si Boris kaya papalaruin ni Coach Topex? Alam mo yun, nagtatanong ka during the course of the game, sinong players yung ipapasok. So yun yung ano sa akin. I think those are the only differences since kung titignan naman natin, both teams are almost intact. Walang talagang there are one or two players lang na nawala. That's why yun yung mga observations ko ano yung pinagkaiba last year in this.
Okay. So, yun. Thanks for that, Vic. Very comprehensive point of view. My phone-in comment lang tayo from Brocha. I don't know. I don't know how Brocha, but sabi ni Brocha sa atin, last year kapaan, this year duraan daw. Pero, I think ibang usapan yata yun. So, wait lang. Miguel, paano mo nalaman na sinabi ni Brocha yun?
may nag-text dito eh.
Tinext mo ba na Tinext mo ba na nagpe-preview episode
Hindi,
tayo
magka-chat
ngayon?
kami sa MIRC.
Kasi hindi halata. Oo. Okay, sige. So Brian, anything you wanna add to what Vic said? I thought Vic was quite comprehensive.
I thought so too. Siguro lang mas mamantika na yung finals ngayon kasi pwede na ulit yung mantika. Hindi Hindi tulad last year, baka Mark Nonoy, CJ Cancina, baka hindi pwede sa amin yun. Bawal. Ayaw namin yan. No, but to be more serious, I think something that also changed in how I see this is tayo na yung expected manalo by many people compared to last season na it was UP. Obviously, UP had more that UP team, those players, most of them won the championship 2 seasons before that. So parang meron silang experience. Hindi lang din yung nanalo, pati yung mga nag-finals nung natalo sa Ateneo. Dumaan na sila sa rite of passage na yun. Whereas our team back then, si Evan Nella lang yung masasabi mong naka-experience ng college. Sila ni Mark Nonoy, sila lang yung naka-experience ng finals. And then si Evan lang yung naka-experience ng manalo ng championship sa finals. So, syempre, there was a lot of growing up that needed to be done. And kita naman yun sa game 1 of last season. I think kung last season we were a bit positive na nangyari yun, despite the 30-point beatdown, I don't think the community will be as receptive to that now. Obviously, yung defending champion ka, tapos matambakan ka in that similar manner, there will be, voices of discontent throughout. Tingin ko now, because of that experience already, becoming champions, most of these, dahil nga intact din yung group, number 1 coming into this series, tingin ko the players are and maybe they should be matured enough in how they act sa court. Let's say may mga first time players like si Marasigan, si Dungo, Konov, Rubico that maybe haven't experienced this with the other guys. Pero syempre, I think what I like about it is they are of a system, support system that will help them that will help them get through this challenging time. And ang magandang nabanggit din ni Vic about players and the team buying into Coach Topek's system. Kung yung sinabi niyang kapaan nangyari last year, this time ang nakakapaan na is yung kalaban kasi parang it doesn't matter, like let's say last game against Adamson, JC Macalalag, who's been providing steadily in our campaign, he didn't score pero he had a few looks na hindi lang pumapasok, but then I think I asked Coach Topex about it one time in the press conference when we beat FEU tapos dalawa lang yung tres na pumasok na. Sabi niya, as long as the guys are getting looks, 3 points man yan, perimeter, layup, whatever, he will continue believing in their capabilities. Parang kung pumasok yan ngayon, it doesn't mean papasok yan sa next game. But if you just keep producing the effort, keep helping out each other, ayan, I think mare-reward ka din more often than not. And yun, and then the players themselves, mas sila ngayon, mas united sila ngayon as a team. I'm not saying last year hindi, pero ngayon talaga bonded by the common experience of winning a championship. Talagang titibay palalo yung brotherhood nila in the team. I don't think they even have to say it kasi pag nanonood lang tayo ng games, kita mo naman yan. They really like playing for each other. They really like playing for LaSalle. And I think that's what makes this team admirable above everything. Tipong masaya syempre pag mag-champion pero hindi lang yung gusto mo mag-champion yung school natin eh. Gusto mo mag-champion kasi these guys really love playing for each other in the green and white. So, yun, root for them. Kahit nga mga atenista daw eh, kumakampi na rin sa team natin according to what I hear from some circles, kung saan man yung circles na yan. So, that's diba? That's already a testament of what's happening, I guess.
All right. So thanks for that, Brian. I'll go back now to you, Miguel, kasi 'di ba sinabi nga ni Brian is nangangapa yung kabilang team sa atin to the point that they accused our coach of spitting onto them getting out of the basketball court, 'di ba? So nangangapa talaga sila, okay? And sometimes nangangapa, you bring 3 different people to help you out, 'di ba? So I'll talk about that next time. Pero sige, Miguel, Chucks, what would it take for LaSalle to win game 1 of the finals?
What will it take for LaSalle to win game 1 of the finals? We have to score more points. Nakamute kayo, no? Di kayo makahirit, no?
So, natawa ka sa sarili mong
Hindi,
joke.
nasabit ako
Na mo
ko
tuloy.
may nakaalala yata sa akin. May nakaalala po ba? Excuse me. Hindi, what will it take? Continue the momentum. We've built on it, eh. And gaya nga sa mga taong in recovery, you know, don't waste the gains. Don't waste the gains. And you're not entering it with, from scratch. Eh. Yun, ilan dyan yung mga may championship experience. And ano yan hindi lang yung college but back in high school, si Josh, Josh, nakapag-champion na rin yan sa GH noon, di ba? Masaya man dyan, hindi ko na isa-isahin, no? Baka may malimutan pa ako, may magtampo pa dyan. Mahirap na, di ba? Oo. Ayun, I think that's what we coming into the finals. Ituloy natin na nasimula. Ito built on the momentum na meron.
Okay. So, thanks for that, Chaps, diba? So, ikaw, Vic, what are the keys to winning game 1 of the finals? Na apart from scoring more points and also apart from giving up 30 points.
Basta wag bababa yung score natin sa kalaban. Tatagtagan ko. Tutuloy na natin to. Inumpisahan eh. Oh, score na mas marami. Oh, kailangan, wag tayo magpa-score na mas mababa sa kalaban. Yan yung kailangan. Pero ako, I'd like to see a counter kasi 'di ba binanggit ko nga kanina UP loves to score on the break. They love to feed their scoring of their defense. I'd like us to do the same. Um, more than winning because we executed our offense well. I'd like to disrupt UP's offense as well. Get down on the break. Kumbaga, give a piece of their own medicine. Parang ganun sana yung gusto ko makita. Similarly to what we saw in Adamson. Kung titignan natin, nag-breakaway naman tayo because of our defense eh. Especially yung lahat ng agaw from the backcourt pag nag-pressure si Michael Phillips, di ba? Pag nag-pressure siya, agaw. He's like a taller version of Mac Cardona na one-man press sa likod. Parang ganun eh. So I'd like to see that from our team. I think that will be our key in game 1. Kasi I assume na there's still finals fits kahit anong sabihin mo. May gigil yan on both camps, definitely. Hindi naman yan mawawala. Kahit sabihin mo may experience ka na playing in the same scenario, I'd still expect na meron pa ring jitters yan. So I'd like to feed our energy, feed the flow of the game by doing well on defense. Ano mo siya, didisrupt mo. I mean, we did a good job defending Maymai's ball screens. Kasi nung second round, papalitan mo lang naman yung FSA nila and si Gani Stevens, papalitan mo lang naman ng QMB and still the same. Not unless UP has another ploy in the bag. No? So we'll see about that on Sunday kung meron silang bagong pakulo on offense. But if they but as what we'll see kung ang ginagawa pa rin nila similar nung last few games nila. So I think magagawa naman ng paraan kahit paano to limit their scoring and hopefully score on transition baskets, fast break points, turnover points. That's what I want to see on game 1.
All right. Thanks for that, Vic. And I want to move on to Brian very quickly for his final point on what would it take for LaSalle to win game 1. And if you're gonna say na we need to score more or we need to make sure that they score less, I'm gonna kick you out of this call. So, Brian.
Safe ka sa akin. Kasi actually, yung binanggit ni Achak sa ni Vic, it's more of what the team can do. Now I'm gonna say we have to cheer more Oh, yan. So, safe ako. Kasi we know that this UP crowd, di ba, sabi nga nila ng ibang mga supporters nila, they cheer for every play as if that's winning a championship for them already. Okay, I mean, that's your way. Hindi kasi tayo ganun, we have to admit. But also have to commend how our crowd has been in our games against UP. They didn't just slide down. Anong Lasal Ateneo game, okay lang umupo lang yung crowd natin kasi wala naman yata tayong kalabang crowd nun eh. Pero nung UP game, we didn't wait for them to be loud. I think first round game in MOA, I was really surprised. The crowd was so loud. The players were feeding off its energy. And then nung third quarter towards the closing part ng second round game natin, we really just parang na-drown na yung mga UP cheers. Naririnig mo pa din yung cadence ng beats nila. Pero hindi na sila ganun ka rabid kasi nga nakita na nila how we sap the energy. And alam ko naman na most of the time our crowd feeds off the score. Pero tingin ko we're in the finals now. We have to also rally the boys. The players feel that energy then eh. Kevin Campbell keeps constantly gesturing, diba? When he wants momentum to the fans. So hindi yan non-factor. The players, the coaches, they respond to it, and if kaya tayo na mismo magbigay and wag na muna umasa sa kanila to score, parang two-way, it takes two to tango, as they say. So, yes, syempre pag naka-score sila, naka-dunk si Mike Phillips or naka-tres isa sa kanila, syempre masaya mag-cheer. Pero even before that, if we can already at least just make our presence felt at the venue, they will really appreciate it. And that will actually make them play for the school na mas ganado. I think that's what I see.
Oh.
So, contribution from us.
Okay. Sige. Thanks for that, Brian. I'll stay with you. Predictions for game 1 of the finals.
I'm gonna put sa score para ma-indulge si Willie na nag-enjoy sa kanyang dinner now. I'm gonna say Lasal 69, UP 58.
Okay. Ikaw, Chucks, ano yung prediction mo?
Fearless forecast. Di ba? Ano prediction sa mananalo tayo. Pag hindi yun ang prediction nyo, itigil na natin to. Wala pa naging support group tayo. Kung tingin na, matatalo yan. Rule. Well, in it for the, panalo yan.
Sige, ikaw nga, Vic, ano yung prediction mo?
Siyempre, tama siya, Chucks. Panalo tayo. Wala ko naman sabihin ko matatalo tayo sa linggo. Tama naman eh.
Okay.
De, pero...
lipat na tayo sa ibang podcast.
Lipat. Sali tayo, magtatalo tayo.
Parang
Gusto ko yung predict panalo UP. Lipat tayo sa kabila.
Parang partido lang sa Pilipinas. Pag di nagkasundo, gumawa ng kabilang partido. Gawa kayo ibang podcast nyo na. Mga ulul.
Hindi, pero I'm predicting a win, but baka mga 5 to 6 points lang siguro. Yun yung kasi I will I think UP will come more prepared on Sunday. So tingin ko yun lang yung margin natin.
Okay, and ako
ikaw. Ano prediction mo? Prediction mo.
Ito talaga yung may unit eh. Ito yung may timbang.
Ito talaga. Ito talaga.
Okay, so far this season, I made mistake once. That was the UE game. Sabi ko natalo na tayo nun. So after don, I've been predicting wins, and so far we have been winning.
Tama.
Hindi counted yung NU game.
Hindi counted.
Hindi ko alam kasi na may game.
Dua Lipa, kaya hindi counted. Dua
Lipa yun. So,
Hindi counted.
I am predicting Lasal win. in game 1 of the finals. So,
Ayan. Magsistay pa si Gio dito. Hindi siya lilipat ng ibang
di ba?
podcast.
Di ba?
but I will predict 96-69 win.
Yan.
Baliktaran.
9 win. Oh.
Baliktaran. Yan, baliktaran.
Hindi na ako magpe-predict
And
score.
why 9?
Mahina ako sa numero. Mahina ako sa
Bakit?
numero. Kaya nga inabot ako
Okay
5
lang,
taon sa
okay lang.
college eh. Ano yan?
Buti lima lang.
Ano ba? Double
Buti
degree
lima
ka
lang.
mo. Sabi ko, hindi, double delayed.
Double
Double delayed.
degree. Double delay.
Shout out
Alright.
sa mga professor na
Alright.
dyan.
Yan.
All right.
Prof ba si Dr. Largosa? Shout out kay Dr.
Pumasa
Bong
naman ako doon.
Largosa.
No?
Shout
Magaling
out,
magturo
shout
yun eh.
out.
Buti naman.
Shout out.
All right. Okay. So, thanks for the spirited discussion, everybody. So, we want to talk about, first of all, one of our sponsors, Blue Fire, the only blue that is right for you. They're the only blue that we like, and Blue Fire LPG. So, the Greenwoods branch is not the biggest one, of course, but please, if for any of your LPG needs, Blue Fire, the only blue that's right for you. I will now move and change the order of our topics very quickly and go straight to our Blue Fire Derechuhan hot take of the day, because our friends at a certain publication is making noise again about Kevin Kiambao. So may nag-iingay na naman tungkol kay Kevin Kiambao. So the hot take is, does this even matter? Okay? Does this even matter and I'm gonna go around the table here, ha? And for this segment, naka-unmute tayong lahat so that we can hear each other's reactions. Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oo. Okay. So, does this even matter? Sige, maybe I will start with Brian muna.
Ang ganda talaga ng timing ng mga ganyang paandar nila. So, kung sino man yung kalaban ba natin in the upcoming game, I would come short of the suspicion. I would not declare my suspicion. Kung sino man yung mga may kakayahang magbayad dyan. Kasi syempre, I mean, journalism in the Philippines doesn't really pay well. Alam ko yan from experience. So, maybe there's an envelope or two or a GCash wire or two, whatever bank they want
Galing
to
Vietnam?
use.
Galing bang Vietnam yan, bro? Galing
Pwede.
Galing
Swift
Vietnam.
code.
Swift code.
Naka-Swift code.
Vietnam Swift code, pre.
QR code.
Posible. Kung hindi man Vietnam, somewhere else.
Somewhere in the remote island of Timbuktu, mga ganun.
Or hindi na siya provincial government ngayon. So, baka sa 2024.
Baka local na.
Nasa ano siya?
Baka local.
Baka natalakay sa kamera na budget.
Baka nandun yan.
Sa kagawaran ng ang ganda lang. Hanggang ganda na lang.
General Appropriations Act. Nandun yan sa General Appropriations Act. Hanapin mo yan doon.
After all, maybe this is where our taxes go. After all.
Yun.
Pero, interested lang ako sa timing. So, kasi diba, press releases, it can come at any time. So, that's my perspective. Bakit ngayon lang ulit? Ba't kailangan ulit mag-ingay? Akala ko ba nung nagmukha na silang tanga by not knowing na, pwede pala to. Akala kasi nila nung nag-accuse sila, groundbreaking na, bawal yan, ganyan. So, now they're just trying to revive something na we believe should not even be an issue in the first place.
Okay. Sige, thanks for that, Brian. Ikaw, Chucks, ano yung point of view mo dito?
Yes, sa advertisements.
Hindi sa article.
Masyado na yata madami. Hindi nga niya mabasa.
Nabasa mo ba?
Hindi, puro ads lang nakita niya.
Pero pa isa.
Ano bang nangyari sa inyo? Ano bang nangyari sa inyo?
Liway-way
Abante,
yata
abante,
yun.
abante. Tsaka abante, rebate, tsaka tik-tik, ganun. Tsaka tik-tik.
Na-distract si Chuck sa ads.
Marami
Kung
kasi
ano-anong
ano
lumabas.
eh.
Kasi, di ba,
Sa pinanggalingan ko kasi matagal
Pag
akong
binuksan mo.
nakabasa ng balita, di ba? Ngayon, nung akala ko balita, puro advertisement pala eh. Asan yung article? Sabi ko, ito pala. May,
scroll down ko, wala
article
pa rin
pala.
eh, no? No.
Baka yung article, yung maliit na space na lang yung article, puro ads na pala yun. Nasa classified ads ka pala nagbabasa.
Subukan ito para lumaki ang iyong yung mga ganong ano. Ayop sa website to ayop sa advertisement eh. Gusto ko sabihin nung nakita ko paano mo nalaman? Paano mo nalaman kailangan ko to? Di ba? Mga ganon eh. Ganon bang journalism yan dito?
Targeted
Oo nga,
ad
in fairness,
yun,
maganda yung
pagkaganyan.
target ano nila sa
Ayoko na.
Okay,
ano
ako
gusto mo
naman,
itong
like,
episode na to?
Tanong natin kay producer. Tanong si
editor.
producer. Si editor.
Editor
Editor in
Kiko,
chief.
tsaka si producer.
Oo.
Pam.
Si editor Gigo. Si editor
mapapagalitan
Gigo
kayo
tanong.
nito. Hindi ako, I am not even going to,
Palitan nyo na lang yung word na. Gawin mo na lang
Shut pa!
Gawin mo na lang
Shut
kita.
pa!
Gusto mo ba
Shut
lumaki
pa!
ang yung
Shut
kita?
pa!
Ayun. Kontakin mo si ano.
Oh my God.
Ano eh? Chucks. Kulang pa. Yung telephone number. Yung, alam mo yung uso dati, yung party phone
mga 1-800 nung araw, di ba? Ikaw
Oo,
ba'y
yung
nalulungkot?
1-800.
Bored ka na ba? Nalulungkot at walang makausap? Kaya 1-800.
Yun yung telephone number. Yun yung telephone number sa ilalim. Ay, naku.
Mahayop sa mga
I will
advertisement.
I will transition this. Does anyone actually care about that website? They're just trying to make noise. It's all
It's
ads.
working.
We talked about all
it.
their ads already. Now,
It's working.
Mas maayos pa yun. Kaya ako nagbabasa, kay tiebreaker times ako nagbabasa. Yun, legit yun.
yan.
Legit yun, legit.
Yan. Okay.
Legit
Oh,
yun,
doon ako
legit.
dati.
Oo, tama.
Okay, masabi ko, doon ako
Legit
dati.
yan. Ako nga, hindi ko nga binasa yun. Nagkwento nga lang kayo sa akin. Kasi hindi na ako nagbabasa.
Sayang data.
Oo, sayang data ko. Kayo lang nagkwento sa akin. Hindi ko nga alam. Ba't pinupuntahan niyo pa yun eh?
Sayang data lalo kung hindi ka admin.
May nag-forward lang kasi sa atin.
May nag-forward lang.
May nag-forward lang.
Napaka walang kwentang website. Diyos ko po.
Okay. All right. So there we've talked about this a little bit more. There's a lot of other weird things then happening in this entire Final Four picture as well, diba? So that obviously that was our Blue Fire hot take for this round. But now, napansin nyo pa guys na nung Final Four, ang daming TV ads, ang tagal, ang daming travel calls. So Vic, unahin na kita dito.
Sige. Ang ano ko dito is ako personal na experience namin to sa women's basketball na all of a sudden nag-change, naghigpit sila on travel calls. It's just a matter of you adjusting. Wala ka namang magagawa dun eh. Kasi I think kasi pwede nyo naman to pag-usapan during pag bubunutan ng referees before the start kasi bago mag-start ng game, the coaches of both teams, you draw lots kung sino yung tatawag sa inyo for a particular game. So I think from there pwede mo naman siya i-discuss sa kanila. Ano yung mga tawag nila, ano yung pipituhan nila, ano yung hindi nila pipituhan, parang ganun siya. So I think it's just a matter of you adjusting, pero hindi siya ganun kadali, to be honest, kasi you teach those habits in practice eh. So hindi mo naman pwede ituro agad yan na in a snap. Gets mo na kagad kung ano yung traveling, ano yung hindi. So yun yung ano doon. It's something na hindi mo dapat hindi mo na dapat pag-isipan masyado, but kung ano yung kung ano yung kasi normally naman for a team, kung ano yung klaseng pituhan na ginagawa ng referee, you adjust to it. Wala kang choice. Kasi the referees are game officials, 'di ba? Hindi naman sila yung mga ano lang eh. So kung ano they really affect the game. Kung paano yung style ng tawag nila, paano sila tumawag ng fouls, kung manipis, makapal. During halftime talk or during one of the timeouts, malamang yung coach dapat sinasabi na yan. Oh, yung tawag ganito, yung tawag ganyan, so we can attack more. Ay, hindi yan tinatawagan, tigil mo na yan. Parang ganun siya eh. So, it a bottom line talaga dyan, kailangan mo umadjust. If not, you're gonna waste your time lingering about it and hindi mo malalaman talo ka na pala sa game, kakaisip ng mga ganyang problema.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for that, Vic. I just and I wanna speak through this as well. Is I unfortunately wasn't able to watch the game live. I had a prior engagement, and I was in I instead I was in a wedding, and we were watching the game via Pilipinas Live app with former Philippine women's team player for De La Salle University, si Miel Ampil. Shouting out lang to Miel. There. So but yun nga, napansin ko nga din na medyo mahaba yung na medyo mahaba yung TV ads. But hindi ko siya napansin sa Lasal game. Napansin ko siya when we were checking the UP UST game. Kasi I knew the game was gonna start at 3:30 and I was wondering, it was 6:15? The game was still ongoing. That I found strange. Strange is probably the right term there. So, but of course, obviously, like we know that this is a money-making endeavor. The Final Four is probably the more important one of the season, and the finals we can expect something similar. But I'm a little bit afraid that it might affect the momentum of the place, especially kung masyado maraming timeouts and things like that. So maybe we could potentially use it to our advantage and get rest and see, kasi yun nga, in the earlier discussions, UP likes to run and gun eh. So if there's a lot of timeouts, this might actually be more detrimental to UP rather than DLSU. So that's probably a positive. We can take a look at that. And maybe, Brian, is there something else you want to add?
Na-curious lang ako sa implementation ulit ng traveling calls nung Final Four. Kasi yun, nung elimination round, ang sensitive ng pito ng mga referees. But I think in the two Final Four games we saw, parang nanood yata sila nung FIBA games and realized na, oh, we've been calling it wrong. Kasi kahit sa players natin, siguro nagulat sila, uy, hindi tinawagan yun. And then, parang, syempre, I mean, to their benefit, kung hindi na tinawagan yun, dapat di na ulit tawagan yun in the game. So, dapat ganito na ulit yung tawagan. And medyo kawawa na lang naapektuhan ng elimination round, but then again, that's everyone else. Everyone, not just everyone else. Everyone experienced that. So sa finals, curious ako, would they implement na yung ganito na moving forward, yung kagaya ng dati? O gagawin ba nila ulit yung sa elimination round na mahigpit? Ang hirap. But I guess the solution here is try to dribble less. Sabi nga nila sa Football Manager, di ba, Vic? Dribble less.
Gagawin
Play
ba
for
nila o
set
hindi?
pieces.
Baka
Ibang
depende
sport
sa
na pala
ads.
to. Well, oo nga, kung kulang na lang pag nag-dunk si Mike Phillips, sisigaw siya ng McCafe. Yun, baka mamaya utusan
Hindi,
na.
hindi ads. Ibang spelling.
Linya.
ODDS.
Okay.
Baka
Kala ko ads eh.
Oo.
Pwede kasing pareho eh. Dapat kumuha na lang sila nung ads na may odds. De, joke lang. I think that's extreme na kung gagawin nila yun. Pero yun lang yung gusto ko idagdag na curious ako dyan sa traveling implementation moving forward. Sana kagaya ng Final Four kasi syempre kung player ka, ayaw mo ng inconsistent na eliminations, then Final Four, and then sa finals, ibang style na naman, no? Ibang leniency na naman yung makikita natin when it comes to this infraction.
Okay, and I want to move on to another topic on some changes is nag-double book yung venue. I'm gonna leave this to both Vic and Miguel to talk about. Pero sige Miguel, una ka na dito. Ano yung thoughts mo with the double booking of the venue?
Di ba? Ayos no? Dalawang ano eh. I thought we're gonna paint the town green eh. Dalawang ano eh. Di ba? Dalawang green mag-ano yan eh. Hindi. Pero ano yan? Ah, wala pa down payment yan. Pwede ikaw, kakasal ka, di ba? Oo. Wala pa down payment yung venue ng reception mo, tsaka yung sa venue ng kasal. Di ba? Pati simbahan ngayon, naniningil na ng ano eh, di ba? Hindi, pero yun ang, ano ko lang do, why in the first place nangyari na, sino ba talaga nauna doon? Sino, ano, but, well, actually, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Somebody gave in na. Pero, ano ba tayo kulang sa venue na eh, no? Tsaka sa preparation ng kabilang liga. Hello? Ano nawala?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hello. Okay naman. Oh, sige Vic, ikaw naman.
I think sa akin, ano yan, medyo may blunder. I think sa UAAP ang may problema. Kasi, mas nauna nag-release ng final sked si NCAA. So, I would only assume na mas unang nag-book si NCAA. Kasi, or, ewan ko, baka nagkamali din si Araneta na tawag na hindi ba nila nakita na December 14 din ang game. Pero, ang iniisip ko naman, kung Araneta yung nagkamali, dapat pwedeng umatras si NCAA. Kung si Araneta yung nagkamali na hindi nila nakita, dapat si UAAP ang maging persistent na, uy, hindi, mas nauna kami dyan eh. So, dapat si NCAA yung paalisin mo and look for another venue. But then, yun nga, si UAAP yung nag-adjust, so I can only assume na it's it na mukhang kay UAAP yung naging issue. Or baka din kay Araneta. But I think it's all water under the bridge now kasi naayos naman na. But then, di ba, nung Saturday, medyo maingay ang social media tungkol dyan. Kasi paano to? Alas 2, may NCAA. Pag nag-champion binil, habang nagse-celebrate, maglalaro kagad Lasal tsaka UP kung may game 3 parehas, di ba? parang siyang ganun. So, yun, buti na lang na ayos din in the end. And I think this only goes to show na sa dami ng sporting events right now, especially December, na hindi lang sporting events ang pinagkakaguluhan, there are also concerts as well kasi nga Pasko, maraming tao. So, hindi natin masisi na magkakaroon talaga ng mga mix-up sa schedules like this. But at the end of the day, what matters most is na ayos naman na nag-issue na ng statement si UAAP na December 15 na kung merong gameplay. So, it all ends well.
Okay, thanks for that, Vic. Now, I just wanna also say this from a very well-placed source. Na the UAAP actually books all its venues 2 years in advance. And also, si NCAA din, alam ko, 2 years in advance. So, I think something happened there. Okay, now, sige, let's just move let's just move very quickly to the next topic, which is CSB. Now, Miguel, you were the one who was there live, and maybe you can start our discussion on the Benil game. What did you see? One of the things that I saw during that game was ilang beses tayo na nakawan ng bola. As in, medyo I don't know what to say about that. Para sila politician no? Ilang beses mangnakaw eh. But anyway, Miguel, what's your point of view on that game?
May, what did I see during the game? Yung likod ng mga player, no? Kasi nandun ako sa Patreon. So, medyo, nung nagtayo, sana, di ko na makita. But seriously, parang they came more prepared. And I felt na they wanted it more. And on our side naman, parang masyado silang, they were so tense and kabado. O tinagalog ko lang ba yan? Basta ano sila parang more of reactive than proactive yung naging kilos nila. And it wasn't the usual Blazers that I was watching on the chances that I was able to watch pag sa bundok or nung nakababa na ako ng bundok. Yun, hindi yun yung ano ano sino tong pinapanood ko. And hindi mo rin naman masasabi na it was mainly a Clint Escami show doon sa kabila. But remove him from the equation, the others still delivered So, tawag dito, from yung last time na nagkaroon sila ng championship appearance, parang ang natira na lang yata dyan is isa yata GH pa yan. No? And although, siya na lang yata, di ba?
Sangko.
I was hoping na nandyan rin sana si the other GH, si Marcos. Para may unity, no? De joke. De, para maano iba yung kasi may championship experience din siya from the last time and even from high school And he's a unifying factor to borrow, sorry for pun intended, but he can be a unifying factor sa ano But anyway, nandiyan na yan. So, sana makabawi sa next game. Tsaka para
So sabi nga sa akin,
naman yung venue, sayang naman binigay sa kanila yung game 3, di ba? Venue na
Tama
nga
ka naman
kayo
din.
Gamitin na natin. Pakabutin na natin ang game 3. Sayang din yung kita dyan.
Yes. Yeah, so sabi nga sa akin was that the venue was 2 years in advance, mukhang may nakamali. But sabi sa akin, may magandang skincare din, which is Sabi Skin. So, let's not forget about these guys also for your skincare needs. Now, before we end this episode, relatively thorough episode, where did it go wrong for Benilde and who should step up? So maybe I'll start with you, Brian, before we go to Vic.
Where did it went wrong for CSB? Maganda yung sinabi ni Achax na they were reactive. Yun nga, unlike in the Sanbeda game where they set the tone, ito hinayaan nila yung Mapua na ganyan yung gawin sa kanila. And expected na to sa Mapua It's a team na like what UP is in our series, diba? Yan yung team na natalo twice in 3 years sa finals in the last season. CSB themselves natalo din once, pero yun nga, si Sanko na lang natira. So, the scar isn't felt by most of the players na nasa CSB now. Whereas yung Mapua sariwa pa yan to most of them. And they're on a mission to avoid the back-to-back runner-up. And they have a good position again, just like last year. But now, I think what went wrong for the game, talagang yung mga sorry misses. Kasi meron kang attempts if you're CSB, but somehow di mo mapasok sa di bumabagsak. And then on defense because of that siguro naka-apekto sa rhythm nila on defense na medyo nanghihinayang siguro sila on offense. So they were a step behind Mapua when it comes to the other side of the court, and that's where the Cardinals capitalized, I guess. Hindi na pwede mangyari yung ganyan. Siguro parang pwede na lang natin to hugutin na CSB can learn from the season 86 Archers in a sense na okay, most of us haven't been here in this level before pagdating sa NCAA seniors na finals, but come game 2 meron na tayong 40 minutes experience, so let's draw everything we could from that defeat and hopefully use it as a tool to rebound sa next 2 games if they want to win the championship.
All right, thanks for that, Brian. And let's just end this discussion on Benilde with Vic. Your thoughts on what went wrong and who should step up?
Kung papanorin siya ng normal na tao, I think I think most of my friends did as well. Parang ang common comment nila was parang kinakabahan si SP. It seemed like parang bago sa kanila bigla yung arena na yan. Although I think binanggit ko to ng preview episode na it's a totally different team. Parang si Mark Sanko na lang yata yung naiwan. Kung tama ako correct me if I'm wrong. If they're from CSB na watches us, please correct me if I'm wrong. Si Sanko na lang yung naiwan from that finals team to this team. So it really showed yung hindi naman cup. Sige, jitters na lang more than kaba. Sige, sabihin natin may gigil kasi napansin ko sa kanila parang lahat ng pasa nila uh, I want to give credit Mapua's defense. Coach Randy Alcantara, that's his forte. Pero I think we gave up a lot of unforced turnovers last Sunday rather, sorry. Ang daming binigay na unforced turnovers eh. So I think yun yung pinakaunang i-clean up muna kasi there are stretches in the game naman na nakakahabol, nakakadikit but somehow iba yung ako I felt like kahit uminit si Escamis, if wala yung turnovers, kaya manalo. It's just that ang bigat talaga nung turnover points, yung turnovers na binibigay, more specifically more on the way yung manner na nakukommit yung turnovers. It was just an eyesore to watch nung Sunday. So sana ma-correct, sana ma-address. And I think pag naayos naman yan, mas may laban. The problem kasi nung fourth quarter, nagkaroon na rin ng kumpiyansa yung ibang players ng Mapua eh. Kasi nga, nagko-commit din ng turnovers yung CSB eh. Kumbaga, CSB shot themselves on the foot and it didn't help them. So, yun yung kailangan nila. But, give credit where credit is due. Mapua played well, but I just thought of may magagawa yung CSB. It's not as if dominated ni Mapua na walang magagawa si CSB na adjustments coming into game.
All right. So thank you for that, Vic. Now that actually wraps up our episode for today. Very extensive list of topics. We've covered a lot of things about the men's basketball team, the Benil Blazers, and the things that is going on, the spin that's going on as well. Na I'm not really sure how we generally feel about it, but obviously, like we've talked about it quite extensively. Now, please don't forget that we will be talking about the different games on our next episode that should be out on Monday. So after the finals game against Benia, the finals game after the final against UP, please subscribe to our page and also subscribe to Ibarra for a chance to win that really beautiful piece of watch that they are doing. Fun fact: I was their first customer 9 years ago. So I can say nagumagana pa yung watch nila. So, but yeah, and also like a couple of us will be in the stadium on Sunday. If we approach you, don't be scared. I know Willie looks scary. Just don't look at his Facebook posts. Okay na yon. Like, take it as it is that this is him. And then, yeah, take it as it is. Yun na siya. Tapos, lalapit siya and then we'll take a video. Anyway, that's it for this episode of The Quiver. Thank you for listening. And
Animo Lasal.
Animo Lasal.
Lasal.
Woo!
Animo Benil.
Go Benilde!